People do the most ridiculous things to build wealth that don't actually build wealth. No, seriously, financial gurus, they swear by this. But trust me, it will not make you rich. What is going on, everybody? Vlad here, and if you're new to this channel, here I talk about all things money, business, and real estate. And today we're talking about unnecessary saving and why it won't make you rich. That's right, that's the number one thing that financial gurus recommend. It's to save more money. Seriously, let me set the scene. You wake up, 5 a.m., getting ready for work. You jump in your car and you go to Starbucks. You go get that cup of coffee that you get every single morning, and then you get to the office. And then that one financially responsible coworker that you have tells you, hey, if you didn't buy a $5 cup of coffee every single day, you would save a lot of money and you would have a lot more money to invest. That's right. I cannot tell you guys how many times I have personally heard that hey, not buying that $5 cup of coffee per day can make you millions of dollars in the future when it's compounded over and over and over again. So don't buy the coffee. And partially that is true, because if you do save $5 a day and you invest $5 every single day into your stock portfolio, in due time, in 40 years, you will become a millionaire after compounding. But it's not going to build you wealth quickly. Because let's say that you are a big time coffee fan, like a coffee freak, and that means waking up 365 days a year, no breaks, no days off, getting in your car and going to Starbucks for that $5 latte. Now, at $5 a day, if you were to save that $5 and not spend it, you would save $1,825 every single year by just cutting out coffee completely. So yes, you have gained $1,825 by not spending a single dollar on coffee this year, but that doesn't include your personal utility.
Wait, what's that? I thought we were talking about money here.
And we are talking about money. I do believe in cutting costs and saving money wherever it is reasonable, but we just said that you are a coffee freak and you love to get coffee every single day. If all of a sudden you stop getting coffee at all, how would that make you feel? Is that $1,825 truly worth it in comparison to the joy you get of getting that $5 latte every single day from Starbucks? That is a question you have to ask yourself. But most of the time, that is a hard trade-off to make. If this is something that you do daily and you enjoy doing it, cutting it out completely can be very, very hard, and it just doesn't make sense in order to save that amount of money. But this is what you should do instead. Like I said, saving that $5 a day is not going to make you rich. What instead you should be doing is figuring out how to increase your income. Increasing your income is how you truly build wealth. It's not by saving. Trust me. Here's the comparison. Like we said, we just cut that coffee from our lives completely. We just saved $5 a day for 365 days a year, and we saved $1,825 for the entire year. Now, let's say we didn't deprive ourselves of the coffee, but instead what we decided to do was take on a side hustle. A side hustle, what does that have to do with building wealth and saving money? Why did you bring that up? Now, let's say you did take on that side hustle. You just took on photography, you made a YouTube channel. Speaking of YouTube, make sure you guys smash that like button for me and subscribe. Or, you started doing something else that makes you money. Maybe you're thrifting clothes and reselling them on Depop. Who knows? There's so many side hustles out there. Now, let's say you're generating $500 extra a month from your new side hustle. And that's very reasonable. If you're doing photography, you could make that in a couple of days. If you're reselling clothes, that could be, 10 items that you resell. $500 is very reasonable for a side hustle that you do part-time. Now, let's say the side hustle is just generating $500 per month. 12 months in a year. That means at the end of the year, now you have generated an extra $6,000 in income outside of your normal job. And now, all of a sudden, you didn't deprive yourself of the coffee you love so much, but you ended up making 3 times more money than you would have saved if you would have cut that coffee out every single day of the year and not gotten a single cup. The moral of the story here, cutting corners and being overly frugal on certain things is not going to make you rich. It's only going to make you unhappy. Now, I'm not telling you guys to spend money on things that don't matter. That is not what I'm telling you guys. That would be financially irresponsible on this finance-based channel. But what I am telling you guys is to find out what you truly need to cut out and maybe, get out of your life, and certain things that you shouldn't be saving on in order to build wealth. Of course, get rid of those expenses that you don't need, but they're just adding up. Like that subscription that you're not using from Netflix. You haven't watched a single show in a month, but it's still adding up. Get rid of stuff like that, but don't try to cut corners and be overly frugal and save on things that, are actually vital or, you enjoy in your day-to-day life. That is not the way to build wealth, and it's not going to help you out in the long run. Instead, focus on a side hustle. Try to build another stream of income, something that you can even do for fun and make some extra money. It doesn't have to be $500 a month. Even if you're making half of that, $250 a month extra, you're still generating more than you would if you were to cut out that coffee. Now, I know I'm overemphasizing coffee, and it's because that is so talked about in financial circles. Like, hey, cut out that Starbucks from your life and you're going to be better off financially. Well, I'm dismantling that myth. Instead, keep drinking your coffee if you enjoy it, but instead, try to focus on another form of income that can generate that money to afford you that coffee. That is the way to truly build wealth, and that is the way to live. Hopefully you guys got some value out of that. Make sure you guys smash that like button for me, subscribe to this channel, let me know how I'm doing, and hopefully you guys are not skipping out on your morning coffee if it truly makes you happy. Like I said, instead, find another source of income, something that you still love to do, but will generate you extra income outside of your job. It could be passive, it could be semi-passive, and maybe one day that can grow into something bigger. But right now, we're talking about building wealth and getting that extra income you need to maybe invest or do whatever you want to do. Let me know your guys' feedback on that, and I look forward to reading all of the comments. Peace.